If
he
if he was like way more rude or way less rude, you know.
I feel like you gotta wonder which way changes it, because obviously you make it way more rude, like you just make it to the point where he's so rude he can't function as any kind of like leader or person.
Yeah.
Then he's basically just gone, you know.
Mm-hmm. But also, if he's way less rude, he's probably just going to be like a rice farmer who, has a little bit of a grudges against people sometimes.
You say that, but like if he's way less rude, it's like
he still has that mastermind.
Yeah, he still like led a bunch of people, you know. So it's like if he's way less rude, and depending on how you look at it, he still could be like really militarily focused. So he could be a strategic planner to another guy.
Yeah,
it's like
he could just channel all of that brilliance into like doing really really well for his region and like building an empire there.
Which I mean, and let's be honest, we don't even know. Like that could have actually what happened with Genghis Khan, you know?
Yeah.
Like he would never tell anybody. Knows. Or he would never tell anybody, you know? It's like he could.
Well, I don't really know much about East Asian history. I'm more of a kind of a Europe guy.
Yeah, more of a Rome guy primarily.
He could honestly really easily just have like one person that he just like whipped and like brought out and was like, "Where go next?" And just like he told him, and that like ended up working out well. So he kept asking him, you know.
Yeah.
And like the history would never know.
Mm-hmm. It's like just a hyper genius in chains.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I wonder if like the economy of Eastern Asia.
Such as next. Send them to Poland. This nation that we've conquered many times.
Man, Poland cannot catch a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Poland used to be like a big fucking power. Like Lithuania used to actually matter, and Poland was like they had what's called a personal union, and they merged into the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and they were a big fucking deal.
How many Polacks does it take to screw a Lithuanian? Just one.
Ha 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 ha.
That joke doesn't really work. I just
wanted to be racist.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna get food.
I mainly want to use the word Polacks. All right. No, thank you for the historical info guest spot. Oh, he already muted Devin.
Yeah, that was history with Couch.
And it all started with rudity.
You make one person through history a lot scarier than they used to be.
It's just gonna be the same people though, you know. Oh, I thought of the guy though from the song, Father Abraham.
Okay.
Because isn't it like Islam and Christianity and Judaism are all like Abrahamic religions or something, and like he had something to do with the fountain.
I think so.
Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. And so I think that
yeah, if he changed.
I don't honestly know what his deal is, but he had something to do with all religions.
It's probably Father Abraham, honestly, but like, just choose somebody like a pivotal point like that, like back in Christian Islam and Judas history. And it's like they'll just go insane, you know.
Mm-hmm. Father Abraham was probably just the author of like that trilogy, like they were saying on Reddit, how it's like the desert trilogy of the Torah, the New Testament, and the Quran, and then the fan fiction of Book of Mormon.
Do you think
he's just the author of the original trilogy?
Yeah.
He's basically Herbert, whatever his name is from Dust, and then Mormon is his son.
Yeah. Do you think
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Yeah. Do you think you could make Jesus any less rude? I think it's possible.
Any less rude?
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of think he's like.
Oh yeah, he got really peeved that one time. Like you remember when he went to the market and people were like preaching or whatever, and he threw a fit and like knocked over tables.
No, I don't know about that, but I'll take your word for it.
He did. It's a story. I heard it in church. He's like, are you proselytizing inside of this market? This market is not a place for proselytizing. You get out of here, and like flipped over a table and threw everybody out.
I thought he loved prostitutes.
No, proselytizing. It's in like trying to convert people to your religion.
Okay.
Not prostituting. No, he was way into the hoors. Jesus and Danny DeVito have many, many parallels, and that's only one of them.
He's like, we need more sheep, and we need more whores.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, like, once you start taking away rudity from somebody who isn't rude, you like start getting towards timid. You know, it's like I wonder if he wouldn't have done as much because it'd be like,
Hmm.
no, because hear me out. It's like I'd like to go up there in front of that crowd and like tell them that I'm here to forgive their sins, but I just don't want to cause a scene. You know, I feel like everybody's already going about their
No,
day. I'd make people late.
that's not being rude. I feel like rude is like it goes from 0 to 100, not negative 100 to 100. You know?
Yeah, but still, like if you were the least rude that you could possibly be, like if you're always 100% considerate of other
But yeah,
people,
but
you'd be like,
you wouldn't think like
that
like
woman looks like she's in a real hurry. Ooh, if I go up there and start preaching, I might make her late to wherever she's going. I can't mess with somebody
yeah
like that.
yeah, but like I kind of feel like it would just be different in the way that he did it. It'd basically be like it'd basically be just like, all right, everybody, hand out these pamphlets. Don't hand them out if people obviously don't want them. But yeah, I'm
Well, that
gonna
probably
be
wouldn't have been
preaching.
ineffective because his whole thing was like getting up in people's faces and washing their feet.
Oh, I know, but like he was gonna be like, all right, listen, I'm gonna be walking through the town on Tuesday. I'm gonna be healing the sick. So anyone who wants to see that, you come check it out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real good. Don't miss anything though. I don't want you to miss something on my account.
But you got to remember, like, everybody is going to have dissenters, especially if you're, like, one
Mm-hmm.
of many people claiming to be a messiah back then, as he was, you know? So he would have been,
Mm-hmm.
like, on the street saying, like, and I'll heal you of leprosy. And then some, like, drunk asshole on the street would have been like, yo, go back to the fucking garage if somebody wants to hear it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to be in the way of your day. I apologize. I'll be heading off.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
I don't know though. I
It
kind
would
of
have
feel
slowed him
like
down at very least to be 100%
mm-hmm.
non-rude.
Yeah. If I would have
But
been like
if the
60,
question is, can you make him less rude? The answer is yes, because he, got mad at that market.
yeah, yeah.
Actually, there's like a picture of him doing that. That's like funny.
It was like the least rude person in history.
Gandhi? No, I don't know. Gandhi like wouldn't let his
Gandhi.
wife have medicine.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure was it Gandhi or some other. Gandhi was like
Here's a
wasn't Gandhi
picture of
like
Jesus throwing a fit. I'll put that up in the podcast.
no,
It's
okay.
it's pretty good because there's like a woman behind that table being like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Everyone's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at her like, shit, what did I just do? You know?
Yeah, like, oh right. He just walks in, he's like,
Messiah.
fucking money changers. Whoop.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you kind of like when you have that moment, where you like you do like in school, you would have been like, just shut the fuck up, Marcus, and everybody's looking at you, and you're just kind of like still in the pose of being angry, but you're just like, oh, I really did that. They're going to be talking about this in 270 years on that damn podcast because I can see all the timelines of the universe one to one because I'm like Dr. Manhattan.
You just know that like that morning he had like way too many lepers approach him or something, and he's like, he's like, he's like, listen, I can only memorize 5 spells a day. Come on, listen, stop.
Look, I only prepped 5 min 6. And
like,
look, at this
like
point, I'm changing my fireballs into heals. I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
What if I get attacked?
And then, and so like he's walking through town, like some drunk comes up to him, he's like, clear my alcoholism, and he's like, that's not a disease. Hey, told me it was.
There was that was another May, wasn't it? Where it's like, I'm gonna die. Fuck off! I'm not killing your hangover.
Yeah. And he's like walking through town, and then he gets to the market, and somebody's like, Jesus, check out my wonderful pendant. It's worth it. God damn, shut up. and like just like flips a table, and everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus, you okay? Jesus, you okay? He's like, you should not be selling religion.
Yeah. I think I had it
It's
backwards
bad.
actually. I think it's that they instead of preaching in a market, I think they were running a market in a church. Is what made me mad. Which makes a little bit more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's called JesusMoneyChangers.jpg, and that kind of I think it was that like they were in a church like, I'll turn your NCR dollars into Kaiser loons, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm. That's like one of the big signs that like the Bible was written by people. Like someone would get mad about money changers,
Yeah, because if it was from like a worldview of like trying to teach you how to like live for eternity,
Yeah.
and they'd be entirely concerned with money changers. Also, that woman making like a hand gesture looks like the main character of The Wizard of Oz.
A bit. Doing,
I
like,
could
same
see her.
dress.
I could see her totoing around.
Why are so many drawings of like Jesus and everyone around him like stark white? I don't get it. You know?
I guess maybe it's that he had a. Oh, you mean? Do you mean like the paint swatches, or do you mean the people's like
Yeah, skin color.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just because people want like white Europeans that they're selling religion to be able to relate to it.
I guess, but like
It's like
still.
if like what I've heard is just like if Jesus was white, which he probably definitely wasn't, he wouldn't have stayed white for more than about 2 days in that desert sun. You
Yeah,
know, like
exactly.
if nothing else, he would have been hyper tan, and he was like I mean you know what people from that area look like. He'd be like almost
Mhm.
black.
Yeah.
Just that
Back in
wouldn't.
the
That's
back
just
in the
not entirely marketable to people in Germany in 1776. So.
I guess, but like whatever.
Mm. Well, I mean, people were really racist back then. It would have really affected it, you know? Like if you're trying to go to France and be like, I got this great religion, it's so much better than your stupid pagan shit.
Mhm.
Check it out. There's this guy, he's a party animal. If you try to feed him water, he'll be like, that's bullshit, and they'll turn it into wine. He's the best. He'll take you to heaven forever, and he looks like this. Oh, see, I was worried because earlier somebody told me there was some black guy, and I still
Yeah.
fuck that.
You talking about you talking about you talking about you talking about talking about those guys with the black skin.
Look, I mean, I don't want to have to be this guy, but we're not talking darkies, are we? No, not darkies. And just like gets out a picture of Ted Nugent. It's just like this.
Yeah. He's exactly like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta wonder, like, like if Jesus probably was, like ethnic, where that image comes from, because like he looks really similar in all the like supposed paintings of him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe they were just kind of going for like
Yeah.
the perfect what somebody you could look up to looks like.
I was also thinking it was like whatever everyone else saw, because like there'd be like a lot of like paintings and like books and stuff. Well, like not paintings, but drawings and books and stuff. And
Yeah.
people would just be like, "That's like just the view you had of Jesus from like other painters and that whatever."
And it probably would have started as like a really rough image, because it would have been like
Yeah.
somebody who had heard his preachings, and it would have been like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, let me draw a picture of him, and he's like just a decent artist, so he didn't worry about like skin tone shading or anything. Which is kind of
Yeah.
like, well, he had long hair, he was wearing a robe.
Well,
That's
they
basically all. And then it was like,
they'd probably like if they were like an okay artist of any kind and like they were just trying to sketch somebody from memory, they'd probably just do like a side view. So it's just like he's got a chin like this, he's got like kind of like scraggly hair like this.
well, I'm just thinking like some guy drawing him. Like, I mean, when you
Yeah.
like when you doodle a picture of a person like with a pencil, you don't like color in their skin tone anywhere. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah.
Which is probably what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, honestly, how are you going to with a black and well, I guess with a black and white pencil you could if you, but then you get into that area where
They would be using like coal or whatever.
oh yeah, and plus you have to do that thing where you like do the little lines to indicate shading like all the way across the page, and you have to do it just
Yeah.
right, or it just looks like
No,
crap.
they didn't know about that back then.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically just like
Well, they did. I mean, there's really good art from.
Well, yeah,
I don't know. You're right. From year zero. Let's look up 080 art.
Yeah, and like nobody was doing like basically that's almost like an anime thing where like they like shade them in like that.
Yeah, I can't find
And
anything. Apparently, there's an anime called 080 because there's a bunch of anime search results. Great.
Well, anime is just it comes up a lot when we're talking about this kind of thing.
Well, it's Weeaboo Cast.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Welcome back to Weeaboo Cast.
we're playing the alpha and the beta of Judeo-Christian religions.
Oh god.
Steven, are you just here? Like I keep hearing you like rustle around.
Yeah, it just keeps going. And he was laughing a little bit when we were talking about Jesus.
Oh, okay. He's just afraid that if the internet hears his voice, they'll hunt him down and kill him. So if you want to hunt down Stephen Presti and kill him, this is the place.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast
Check
for
it out.
you.
Check it out. Killsteven.com. I want to know that.
Warning: not affiliated with Alpha Beta Soupcast.
Fucking hate you guys.
We have to tell. There he is.